Hello students, in this video I want to explain you about periodicity from classification of element and periodic table concept. So what is the meaning of periodicity? You know, in the periodic table elements are exhibiting some properties. What are the properties? Atomic radius, ionization energy or ionization potential, electron gain enthalpy or electron affinity, and metallic nature, non-metallic nature, electronegativity. Many properties are there for elements in the periodic table. So what is the change? Is there any regularity in the properties of elements in a periodic table? In order to understand those, a concept was developed, that is periodicity. So periodicity means the repetition of properties of elements. What is that? The repetition of properties of elements at regular intervals. At what is the difference of any two successive elements is 2, 8, 18, 18 and 32. Say for example, in a first group, you know, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium and francium. The atomic numbers of these elements are, for hydrogen how much? 1, 3, 11, 19, 37, 55 and 87. So we will check the differences. So here 2, 8, like that 8, 18, 18, 32. So like this, in any group, the properties, there is a similarity in properties, there is a regularity in properties, there is a repetition in properties. So this one is known as periodicity. Periodicity means it is the repetition of properties of elements at regular intervals at 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32. That is known as what? Periodicity. So the repetition of periodic properties, one by one we will discuss. The first one is atomic radius. Okay, now atomic radius is defined as, it is the distance between nucleus and outermost orbit. Say for example, it is an outermost orbit. Then the distance between center of nucleus and outermost orbit is called what? Atomic radius. And atomic radius can be determined by spectroscopic method. Or X-ray diffraction method. What is atomic radius? Atomic radius is the distance between center of nucleus and outermost orbit. And what are the units for atomic radius? Generally, the units for atomic radius is angstrom. 1 angstrom equals to 10 power minus 8 centimeter or 10 power minus 10 meters. In the same way, 1 picometer equals to 10 power minus 12 meters. 1 nanometer equals to 10 power minus 9 meters. Atomic radius is divided into 3 types: covalent radius, metallic radius, van der Waals radius. So first one, covalent radius. See for example, in a molecule, these two are adjacent atoms which are held by covalent bond. which are held by covalent bond. So it is the nucleus of this atom, nucleus of another atom. It is the internuclear distance. It is the internuclear distance between two adjacent atoms which are held by covalent bond in a molecule. The half of the distance between internuclear distance of two adjacent atoms held by a covalent bond is called covalent radius. Covalent radius means half of the distance between internuclear distance of two nuclei of two adjacent atoms which are held by a covalent bond in a molecule. That is what covalent radius. For example, if it is chlorine molecule, the internuclear distance in chlorine molecule is 1.98 angstroms. So what is it is what? Internuclear distance. This value. Now what is covalent radius? Covalent radius equals to 1.98 by 2. That equals to 0.99 angstroms. So this is covalent radius. The next one is metallic radius. Metallic radius is also called as crystal radius. Metallic radius is also known as crystal radius. So here also definition is in the same way as covalent radius. These two are the adjacent atoms which are connected in a metal by metallic bond. This is IND, internuclear distance. Metallic radius is defined as the half of the internuclear distance of two nuclei of two adjacent atoms which are held by a metallic bond in a molecule. That is what metallic radius. Say for example, internuclear distance of copper is 286 picometers. Now what is metallic radius? 286 divided by 2. 143 picometer. 143 picometer for copper. And for sodium, internuclear distance is 3.72 angstroms. This value is 3.72 angstrom. Metallic radius means 3.72 divided by 2, that equals to 1.86 angstrom. 1.86 angstrom. And the third one is van der Waals radius. Here also, two adjacent atoms are attracted by van der Waals forces. This is internuclear distance of two atoms which are held by van der Waals forces in a molecule. The half of the internuclear distance of two nuclei of two adjacent atoms which are held by van der Waals forces. That is what van der Waals radius. The van der Waals radius in chlorine is 3.6 angstroms. So this internuclear distance in chlorine is 3.6 angstrom. When chlorine atoms are held by van der Waals forces. So then van der Waals radius is how much? 3.6 by 2 means 1.8 angstrom. Now, the main and important comparison of these three radii is that covalent radius is 40% less than van der Waals radius. covalent radius is 40% less than van der Waals radius. How much? 40% less. And covalent radius is 10%. Covalent radius is 10% less than metallic radius. Metallic radius. According to that, which one is very low atomic radius? Covalent radius. So the order of radius among three is covalent radius, covalent radius is less than metallic or crystal radius, metallic or crystal radius less than van der Waals radius. Van der Waals radius. Okay, now the trend. Trend means variation of the property in groups and periods in the periodic table. So in groups, from top to bottom, vertical column is called group. From top to bottom, atomic radius increases. It is due to number of shells increases. Number of shells increases. In groups from top to bottom, atomic radius increases. It is due to number of shells increases. Hydrogen 1s1. For lithium 1s2 2s1. Then atomic radius increases. Potassium 3s1. Due to the number of shells increases, atomic radius is also increases. And in periods, atomic radius decreases. It is due to the differentiating electron enters the same orbit or same subshell. Here, say for example, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, so on. Here, for beryllium, 4 electrons are there and 4 protons are there. These 4 electrons are attracted by 4 protons. 4 protons. And when you go to boron, the next incoming electron, newly coming electron or differentiating electron enters the same orbit. Then what happened? Nuclear attraction increases. Then that orbit should concise. Gradually what happens? Subsequently what happens? Atomic radius decreases. The main point is, in periods, from left to right, horizontal row is called period. In periods, left to right, atomic radius decreases due to differentiating electron enters the same subshell. So this is the trend of atomic radius in groups and periods. Okay, now we will talk about the sizes of atoms and ions. So which size is larger and which is smaller? For example, see sodium ion, which has bigger in size, and why? So here, how Na plus ion is formed? Na plus ion is formed from Na by losing of electron. How many electrons are there in sodium? 11. Atomic number is equals to number of electrons for a neutral atom. Here 10. 10 electrons are present by losing 1 electron from Na atom. So when number of electrons decreases, size also decreases. Size directly proportional to number of electrons. Then, because more electrons are present, sodium is bigger in size. And second one, Cl minus. How an anion is formed from a neutral atom? Anion is formed from a neutral atom by gaining of an electron. So atomic number is 17, so 17 electrons are present in Cl. By gaining 1 electron, the number of electrons become 18. So more the number of electrons in Cl minus, it has greater size. So less than. And now see, isoelectronic species. In isoelectronic species. What is the meaning of isoelectronic species? the species in which number of electrons are same. They have same number of electrons. For these, how can we compare the size? Say for example, Na plus, Mg2 plus, Al3 plus. How many electrons are there here? 10 electrons. Here also 10, here also 10. According to the relation, size is directly proportional to number of electrons. The same number of electrons gives the same size. We may expect in this way. If you assume in this way, that is the wrong assumption. For cations and for anions, particularly for isoelectronic species, there is a concept. So that is see. So for positive charged species, size is inversely related. So if charge is less, size is more, according to this inverse relation. Same number of electrons are present in these three species, but what happened here? 10 electrons are attracted by 11 protons. 10 electrons are attracted by 12 protons, and here 13 protons. What happened here? Effect due to more effective nuclear charge, the size will concise. 10 electrons were attracted by 13 protons. So size rapidly decreases there. That is the reason why Na plus is greater in size than Mg2 plus, which is greater in size than Al3 plus. So this is a relation for cations. For cations, size is inversely proportional to positive charge. And next one I will tell you. For anions, N-3, nitride ion, oxide ion and fluoride ion. So what is the size difference? What is the order of size of these ions? See, 10 electrons are there. 10 electrons, here also 10 electrons. The relation is size is directly proportional to negative charge. So when negative charge increases, size of anion also increases. So here charge is more. Because charge is more, nitride ion is bigger in size than oxide than fluoride. Why? Because here 7 protons are there, 8 protons are there, 9 protons are there. 10 electrons are attracted by 9 protons. Somewhat orbit should concise in fluoride ion. When compared to fluoride ion, here effective nuclear charge on valency electron is less, so that N-3 should greater in size. So I hope you understand this concept, atomic radius. I will ask you a question and comment. What is the order of the following anions? Cl minus, S minus 2, P minus 3. Write increasing order of atomic or ionic sizes. So this is the question. Students, after understanding this concept, comment the increasing order of atomic sizes. Okay, thank you.